Today we shall see certain ayats, the verses of Quran. So one such verse now, uh, who God is, how to understand God, and how will you use God, whether you use Him or you don't use Him, the God is with you. He is conducting you. He is guiding you. He is nourishing you. He is surviving you. So who is God now? God is the godliness in us, the truth in us. What is the truth and what is godliness? What is the link between the truth and the godliness? We need the truth. This is our life. Speak the truth and live by the truth. This is the ordainment upon us by the God or by the qualities we possess in us. How to understand the truth or the godliness or the God Himself? The question now is the definition to what we speak. Every word that we speak, we need the definitions. Without definition, that's where the problem starts. For example, here, 6, chapter 6, verse 91. They do not revere Allah in truth. They do not dignify Allah in truth. They do not regard Allah in truth. They are not devoted to the truth when they speak about Allah. You say Allah, you say God, and you name Him with many things. So the name is important for us. It is so. Some want to know who God is. Some others want to know who we are. So who is the question that takes us to, and every question takes us to the truth until finally we reach at the conscience level that we know of something. Is clear to us. We are not confounded or we are not having any compound belief. So when I am asking you how you are created, the first question will say, created me. Your parents gave birth to you or your parents created you? To me. What do you mean by giving birth and creation? Next, the what is coming. What creation? And what do you mean by giving birth to? Giving birth to means I'm giving the like of you means what do you mean by the like of you? You are having a body, shape, form, everything. It is not the same. Kid, the kid is not like you, then what is life now? What is your life and what is the life of the one given you have given birth to? It is the same or different. It is not like you. That means physically it is not like you. I am not so attached to any other kid other than in the likeness of my own kid. If this is so, what do you mean by what do you mean by life? What do you mean by the truth? Say, but we are all different. But the truth is we are all one. We are all different is not the truth. So what do we mean by that? Nothing except we want to know something from whatever we speak. Why we have gone into such we started like this. We speak songs but speak. In truth, being devoted to the Almighty in truth. Revere Allah they feel to venerate Allah as good things. But they say they are worshipping. Worshipping is the last word we can use when we come to the devotion to the Almighty power. Worshipping is the meanest word, sizable, uncritical, without knowing, throwing questions. How I am created, speaking, how I am thinking, anything is there from something of my explanation. How confusion exists because of my speech. How is the question? It's me when I am thinking about myself. Why is the question greatly haunting the others, test and questions, others? Interrogate yourself. You can ask questions to yourself, to yourself only for getting the clarity from your own self. Question others. There's no questioning others except questioning you. Then the truth will reveal what, why, put to you. If you put to others, prevail. God now. some people will say there's no God. We don't believe in God. You are not. When such is the case, we understand there is God with me. No, I not thrown a question to my soul of truth, so I have not got an answer. Myself, who is God? There's no God, I say. Striving, I'm eating. Eating, you need the appetite. You are getting your appetite, you are inducing your appetite. How do you close your, you call it trachea. We don't go into the, there is a food pipe, there is a windpipe. Pipe and makes the food enter the, if both are open, you will be choked to death. Things. Instinct how to feed on prey and how to buy. So everyone eats prey on certain things. What you have to follow is the truth. What you hate, but you have to love. So in the truth, believe in what I know, but I want to believe in what I don't know, about which I have no knowledge. Where I am wandering, it is falsehood. If I am in the darkness, it is not good for me, so it's not the truth. Everything lively for me, everything good for me, to me, everything that gives me solace to my heart, the truth. Truth emanates from, that is the soul of man. The questions, all the questions relating to the truth is created, originated inside of you. Ask others, that's a problem of knowledge. If you ask inside, truth. Who is God now? Whom I know nothing, but I am full is. So I call him he. It is there? No, it is not an inanimate subject. Animalistic way I am regarding, that is saving me, serving me all the while. I have to serve him now. So the him is a word because, but he is somewhere. I am not seeing him, so I am not able to name him. So I use the pronoun he. He is not pluralistic, so I am not using the name they, but him. Name them, but him. I cannot name him, but I can by to live. That is where the definitely he will live, but with suffering endlessly from that moment onwards. When the body is destroyed, their life starts. How will you regard Allah now, the none but He? The Arabic word Allah, al means the, la means no, comma, who means him, comma, him, the none but him. What for? For everything. Throughout your life. Throughout your life means the definition, no, endless life. Your life will not be destroyed. Your body will be destroyed. Your mind will not be destroyed. So you will have all that you wanted with your body still existing in it. Your mind will depart you, your life will depart you, your soul, everything in all wholeness has been taken away, your body is removed. Living with your own body now, your virtuous body. There's a virtual body that you can definitely by way of your dreams. You're somewhere with the same body, but people will see your body is lying here. The body is what manifest body is not a real body, but the virtuous body you have with you is the real one that will definitely suffer. You have this manifest body, there is an expiation, there is forgiveness for you. Before you die, you seek forgiveness, fear God. You will not leave your body with the virtuous body, soul, mind, and life together. When the body is removed, manifest body is removed, the suffering to the core. Be ordained upon you endlessly. There is no end to that. Forever you will be abiding in it. We will have to safeguard from that hour of appointment. When we die, we want to live. Definitely you will be living, but without this body. Definitely they have received a good news from the God only does, devotee, the Almighty, who speaks to you, your mind from within your soul, and then seek from Him to stand firm in whatever He has received from Him, and seek from Him the wisdom to understand the wish better than before. Every breathing, the next breathing, I must be inspired with a better knowledge, better wisdom. The wisdom unfolds into knowledge. So how will you revere God now? I revere God in the first place. There is one power above me. There's one power is leading me. One power is the guiding force whenever I have faltered. The force that elevates me whenever I feel lowly. One force that gives you the warning you will be ever living in blissfulness, or you will be ever living in the severest torment forever after you leave your body, the manifest body. Body is not you. Except the body, everything is you. Your life force, your mind, your soul. This is your life. This is you. The body is only a short-living formation given to you. And this body is controlled by the mind and the life force. Otherwise, this body has no use. If you have paralysis, stroke on one side, it is not the body, but it is the life force going to that particular part is affected, is restricted. It is not allowed to move, so you cannot move your limbs. The doctors will say there's lack of blood supply. This is one hand, for example, this has got paralyzed. This one hand is still alive. They say blood flow is not there. In the both the hands, make a small incision. Blood will flow in the same way. Blood will flow here also. Flow is same. Blood flow is there, but not functioning. One hand is not functioning. Don't follow the DOCs. Doctors are not your life. He is your life. That he means the one above me. When you say Allah, when you say God, remember that there is a force above you, leading you, guiding you, elevating you, sustaining you towards a blissful future, endlessly blossoming before you as manifest things in the virtuous form, not in the literal form. Believe in that unseen power. You say you want to be good looking, but the none but he says, be good. Don't show your appearance as good looking. Be good. Which one you want? You want to be good looking or you want to be good? You know, our answer should be we want to be good. Good looking blossoms from that. Your eyes are the window of mind. So don't beautify your eyes. Don't give false appearance to your eyes. Anybody who has wisdom and knowledge, they will definitely look into your eyes. They will know who you are. Eye contact is the best language, best communication than your verbal communication. I cannot believe your word, but I can understand from looking at your eyes. So be a good person, be a good personality. Don't be looking good. Good personality will take you even to a better level of beauty than what you see outwardly. Someone is beautiful, but when his mind is affected, we know the face goes like this. Nobody wants to see, however beautiful it is. That liveliness is not there. I don't want to see that face. Take this evil face away from me. This is what I will say. But a person who may be not so charming, but mind is so good, that person is beautiful. I want to see that face more and more. I get some sort of input into my life force. I feel happy seeing him. I feel happy talking with him. So people know that life force is important than the bodily force acting around me. Believe in that life force. Who are you? I am an embodiment of my soul. That's it. Who is that soul? It is created by him. Who is that he? The none but he. Anyone that you know of, all that you know of, the none but him is existing. That one force above me. A force above me is what I require now. And that force is a life-giving force, a life energizing force, regenerating force, and the enlivening force to the life itself. Never ending, ever evolving. So I need that. Who can go and find it except seeking it, wishing for it? God is there. Revere him in the way you should revere him. Adore him in the way you should adore him. And be devoted to that wish and will he has delivered to your heart, to your mind from the soul. Safeguard that soul. Start living in that soul. Is where your life is sprouting like a gushing forth of the spring river. So you follow that instinct instantly and ever abide by that so that you will not forget. Even if you forget, feel that you should be forgiven by God. So it is revived, and what God now sends from His grace is even better than that one you have forgotten or one you have lost. What is past is past. The past never turns again into the present or to the future. You don't see any dead person coming before you, or not even the slightest whispering you are hearing today. In the same way, a dead past will not come to the present or will be present before you in the future. So your knowledge, don't use. That is the deadly knowledge of the dead past. All that I know of is something I had known the day before, a minute before. That is a past knowledge. That past knowledge will not be holding good today. If you stand by the truth that nothing of the past comes before you, take your own life, take anything else life. Once it is dead, it will not come before you. If people have dead, they will not come before you now. The past dead will not come back to you. You look forward to the future, a newer life ahead of you. The godliness we are speaking, from the godliness we are remembering. From the godliness, something is espoused to us beautifully. So that clarification after clarification takes me a lead towards a better platform. Step onto that platform. Raise you is high above your own self of the past. Don't use your knowledge for your future. Use your wisdom. Seek His way, and He is there to lead you. Even now, you are not living. Your heart is comfortably placed. You don't know where your heart is. I'm not speaking about the pumping heart, but the heart, the virtual heart. But what we know of is the organ like, yeah, bodily heart. Without that heart in me, mind in me, your pumping station will not work properly. If my heart is disturbed, the pumping station is disturbed. If my heart is terrific, terrifically, I cannot stand. It is so dangerous for your life. If my mind is blocked, your heart stops. In a flight situation, your mind may be blocked suddenly. You call it massive heart attack. It is not heart attack. It is your mind block. It is not your three vessels, major vessels block in the heart. No, it is the block in the heart of hearts, the mind. When you have a pain in the heart, immediately you become afraid of what it is. That panic makes your heart stop. Then the block appears. There need not be a mental block. Whenever there is a heart attack or heart pain, the soul says, don't worry. What does the soul say? Don't worry, or it is nothing, or there's no block. Knowledge. It will say that don't worry, it's nothing. There's nothing but him. He says, don't worry. What other words you will have from deep within you? Maybe I am a doctor, I am a layman. Somebody is catching his heart and suffering, sitting in pain. I will only say, don't worry, nothing. Inside. That's the only word you can say. Assure him there's nothing above him. That's what it means. And he says, get well, don't worry. Nothing to worry, nothing above this. So when you follow that, your heart eases out. There's no block. Block is removed. The flow is so smooth. Where's the question of now? The restriction of flow. Where's the question of obstruction to flow? worry about your bodily organs, whether they are functioning normally or not. Your mind should not be beyond what is normally now functioning. That is, the normal functioning now is he is saving me, he is guiding me, he is enlivening me, he is embellishing me with the wisdom so that I will not stoop low down to the human knowledge and worry about the myself. Myself means we call normally the bodily parts alone. It is not that self. The unseen part, the soul is yourself. The soul says, receiving the God's word, don't worry to the mind, don't worry. And the people, the lay people, are better than the doctors, right? And the lay people will say the same word, don't worry, nothing. Nothing will happen, don't worry. This is what God says inside. And that is the comfort that they give. And finally, that word, the more they believe in that word saves him. Interventions from the people, material interventions like drugs and injections and operations. They think that operation and medicine has saved them, and they are continuing the medicine thinking that this will save them for life. The life will end one day. Where's the question of saving your life now? And finally, the assurance of doctors will come. Anything, let your heart not disturbed by any other sources. The operation, then they are given the medicine, and the medicine is, if it is going to work, why should they say all these words? Finally, the doctors have to say the same word. Don't let your heart be disturbed. Don't get frightened about anything. Don't get a shock of news. I have survived your shock. There's no other shock other than meeting the doctors and listening to the words and the diagnosis. There's no more shock worse than that. I have survived even that. Will you not survive if you believe now not to worry about anything when God says from within you? A test unto you to make him believe, to draw your attention towards him. A pain comes, bothers you. It is because God wants you to turn your attention towards him. He is speaking now. Nobody is there around. I am the only one. So only to draw your attention towards him, he is speaking to you. Afflictions. If you don't understand his affections, at least turn to him when an affliction starts in you. So this is how God tests us beautifully to turn you towards him so that you will ever remember him after your torment is removed. But when the torment is getting severe and severe and all my maneuvers fail and go to the doctors thinking that they will save my life, they say the organ is defective, but you go to them to save your life. You don't know why you go to them, and you understand not what they speak, but they do something. Now you come out after spoiling your organs inside, or eliminating certain organs, replacing certain organs. Those organs are making you survive, is what you believe. But you went to the doctor to save your life. When you entered that den, the hospital, your life is gone, your body is there. All the body scans will be there. No life scan. Body scan. When your life is gone, you are your body, right? So all body scanners are waiting for you. Total body scanners. You are dead already. They see you as a dead animal, not even a human being. They don't listen to your words. They don't listen to your cries. They don't listen to your expressions. But they only see the object they have as a scan. That scan is a dead one. It cannot speak. But they give actions, telling the story. Like you are following the stories. You are following the lives of the people. You belied yourself. You wanted to save your life. But when you went to the doctor sees only the organs, nothing but organs. The organs must have life for it to function. When you don't know about the life, where's the question of correcting the organ, bringing them back to the functional status? They themselves say, what is life? The meaning they have is that the life is only manifesting. The definitions are the manifestations of the life, not the life. It moves, it procreates, stops, it's dead. When there's a movement, there is life. We are not asking when there is life. What is life? We are asking. When you speak, you are considered to be living. When you are breathing, you are considered to be living. When you are moving, you are considered to be living. We are not asking when I am considered to be a living personality. I am asking what life is. There's no definition to life. So now you understand whatever you define is dead. Whatever you cannot define, that is the point from where your life starts. Living. Living by my mind. Living according to the will and wish of my mind. Then it is considered some life you are living. Goes in the way of my wish. If nothing comes in the form of my will, then your life stands still. Your life is becoming fruitless. That vanity we don't want to enter into. Says, do not revere Allah in truth. They have not understood the truth at all. There is no question of God in you. There is no question of seeking the help. He is not a friend for you. He is speaking to you, but you have gone deaf. You are not deaf, but your heart has been blocked. You have closed your heart. The heart has gone blind. It is not seeing. Follow your heart. From now onwards, leave the visible organs like heart, liver, lungs, kidneys, all this nonsense. Forget it. Forget yours. Forget your worries. God says every time, in every breath, do not worry, do not worry. Without our knowledge, we are harboring certain worries. And the worries are accumulating in us without our knowledge. But when we come to know of it, we use all our knowledge to remove it. It is impossible. When a disease comes to you, with your knowledge it comes, or without your knowledge? Within you is with your knowledge, without your knowledge. Until some time later on in your period, and that accumulation you're not able to bear, now only you see that there is something wrong with me. From the energy moment itself, when you say some headache is there, you go to the doctor, they cannot see anything. When the pain is increasing, they say there's a small tumor there. So much pain must come to you before you see a minimal affection of the organ, visible organ. So before even an organ is affected, the evil energy is accumulating there, causing, reaching a threshold to cause a damage there. The threshold is reached, you will not see any damage, no pathology will be there. The people will say, the doctors will say, you are mentally deranged, you are mentally affected, you have gone insane, you are mad. There's nothing there in our scan, you are perfectly all right. Only your mind is troubled. Go to a psychiatrist. So your diagnosis is he's a psychiatric person. That's it. Thereafter, you will be given all mad drugs. Your brain will be affected from responding to any stimulus from that dead person. The moment you start taking any psychiatric pill, the moment you take the drug, psychiatric drug, then you become a dumb fellow, a dead and dumb fellow. Brain will not work. They are putting your brain to dysfunction. So how will you revere God now? In the unseen form or in the visible form? All the visible form are dead. You are dying. With my deadly knowledge, I am creating an idol that cannot be God. I am creating that idol. It cannot speak, it cannot see, it cannot. There's nothing in it. I fall a prey to the deity I had created. I fall a prey, it's not a prayer. So who is God? God is one who does everything, who takes me ahead of my schedule, who takes me to the destination I do not know, who causes death to me, who removes my life and takes me to a different life. Warned, you will be taking all the miseries along with you at the point of time, at the point of death. Whatever miseries you are suffering, you will carry it through. And at the point of death, whatever peace you have, you will carry it through. But make certain there's no combination of peace and penalty together. Either penalty exists or the peace exists in the last moment. There's no question of putting both together, and some enjoyment you will have in the hell and some punishment you will have in the heavens. No such things. Either reach the hell or the heaven. But definitely there's a life after this. Whether we understand this or not, the heart will say yes. For evil, I have to taste the evil here. But whatever is still existing, I can kill 10 persons. I am only once crucified here, but 9 existing. For that, I have to start my life again to pass through all those stages, never-ending hell life, the torment. A severely chastising punishment is awaiting us. More than being blissful. This is prayer. I fear because of my falsehood, the life I had gone through because of lack of wisdom, the life I had gone through because I believed the people, the life I had gone through because I took the dead old days, my knowledge to the future, and I dismissed God totally. So I was devoid of my mind, I was devoid of myself. I lived like a human, I lived like an animal, though he was created as a beautiful human being. Come to the point now. You understand the truths today so that you revere God now. The truth and godliness is the same. The truth and godliness is the same. You revere the truth now. That means you revere God. Never use the word God again. Because when the moment we say God, some idol comes before us. Some form comes before us. The none but He will be the meaning of Allah. Whatever your soul dictates to you, the none but He could deliver it to you. The none but He could accomplish your wish. All wish comes from the soul. That soul is receiving the word of God for that particular person. So you believe in your God, you believe in your God, you believe in God, and then feel there's none but He. To deliver it to you in manifest form, for us to see it plainly. Now you can understand God to a greater level now. You can understand the truth from a greater standing, and you can get to His nearness because He is always near. We are far away. Get near to yourself now. Your eyes have gone far away into such a distance, far away, deep into such a distance that we are not able to see anything clearly after that. So we are blind. Only to a defined distance you can go. Beyond that, it is hazy. After that, you cannot see anything. You see so far into nothing and say your life is gone, but you see here, it is so near to you, you see it, there is everything, though you see nothing in form and shape. Your eyes travel so fast, goes so deep into the cloudiness. After the defined things have gone, it is so cloudy, I am so entering so deep into it, and then the nothingness is there. There I am frightened now. There's no life for me. But so close here in an invisible form, everything is here. Come here, that nothingness is not there, but everything is there. Don't go far away. come nearer and nearer. You see the nothingness as everything. You see everything from these eyes there. You further go deeper and deeper, you see nothing there. Your life ends now. The more you go deep into your knowledge based on your physical senses, you are dead already. The more you are alive by your feel, by your wish and wisdom, by your insight, though you see not anything visibly, manifestly, then that is the truth. Everything is so near. You can see, you can understand. This is what I want in the future. There, I don't see anything about this, regarding this, concerning this. Nothing I can see. Nothing defined outwardly. What I possess as my wish and wisdom inwardly. There's no definition to it. So whatever I see as defined things, whatever defined things are there, it is not the same what God has given me as an inspired feel. That inspired feel is my life. Tomorrow my life will be going high above all others, not parallel to the life. Wherever my eyes travel on the plains parallel to the earth, I am not going to live high above the earthly level in the space I will be living, because I want a spacious life. Not entering into the space. Here I want a spacious life. All that I am given in my heart as blessings is from Him. Beyond me, so I say upwards. It's not that God is high above me. God is within me. Whatever I want is high above me. I was considering until this date, my head is my highest level. My knowledge is my highest level above me. So I am showing something that above my head. Everything is deep within your heart. The whole universe is kept in the heart level, in the mind level, and it is the soul that commands the entire universe for you. God is there. He is speaking to you, and the entire universe is abiding by God's command. When He is speaking to you and you alone, not to anything else, not to any other creations, you will know how superior you are compared to other creations. And all the other creations also watching you, because God speaks only to you. And only you can understand who God is. And finally, you come to the truth that God is nothing but He. God is no one but He. So I revere Him alone. He is our King. He is our life-giving source. He causes us to die, and He will make us rise again, not in the form, but in the form. Your sleep and your dreams are perfect example. You will be raised up like how you are now in the same body and shape, but it is not the body with which you will be raised up. People will see you when you are dreaming. The same body will be on the bed, but you will be the same body somewhere else. That's the real body. After your life, that real life is going to be there. Never ending life. You will not come back to your life again, but in a different life. There's no death, so you will suffer for all your wrongs here, and you will be rewarded with gardens and springs and food in plentiful in the paradise. So look forward to a life of a paradise in this world itself. Things will be coming to you. You don't go after things, because all the things that come to you from the origination, from the creation, not from whatever is created. If you want the created things, follow the knowledge and go after it. Prey on those things like wild animals. All the animals will be preying on you. Turn to the heart. Let it be originated for you and created for your generations. Let it be a beautiful nation who believes in nothing in the form and shape, but we will believe Him as nothing like unto Him. So there's none but Him is the meaning of Allah. Follow Allah in earnestness. stay with yourself and let him take the driver's seat. You take the back seat. Don't advance before him using your knowledge. Put down your knowledge, remove your knowledge, and there Allah is guiding you. The none but Him is guiding you for all time to come. So 691, go ahead and start reading the rest of the ayat. Allah will deliver you His message from it for the present life and the life of tomorrow.